Alright guys, we're back. Just got back from UFC. Shit was pretty good. Fucking my man Jack won. It's pretty good shit. Anyways, let's fucking get right into it.
Okay, idubz just got exposed in a new content cop video that is absolutely blowing up right now. Now this was made by a YouTuber who seemingly doesn't even do commentary, at least from looking at his channel. It seems like his first commentary video, and the quality is already better than idubz's content cop on H3. And he basically stays true to the format. He does a bunch of skits, he criticizes idubz in an entertaining way, and he calls out his glaring hypocrisy. So I'm just gonna go over some of the highlights of the video as we do, but definitely go check him out and watch the full video.
Imagine being out like you're better than being outdone by a complete rookie.
Type skit.
Our silence means something. It means that we would like to pause this relationship. Stop it, I'm powerless. No, you have a ton of power. That's exactly what you get for being filthy rich. I don't think anyone deserves that level of cruelty or hate.
What we do here is go back.
Today we're going to be talking about a former great on YouTube that has turned into one of the biggest disingenuous, hypocritical, spineless pussies that I've ever seen on this website. That's right, we're going to be talking about Anissa Jamha's husband, idubz. Oh, come on, Cameroon. You're just mad that idubz doesn't say the naughty slurs anymore. He's very mature now. I think you need to grow up. That actually has nothing to do with it. I honestly could not care less what kind of words he uses in his videos. Also, that maturity narrative is complete bullshit. He does damn near everything that he apologized for to this day.
Okay, first off, facts.
Wait. I know this guy is not talking about maturity when he literally fucking made a stupid content penis video backstabbing his best friend while doing Fortnite emote dances. There's no way this guy's actually lost his mind like this, man.
Is not matured at all. In fact, he's 100 times worse. Partnering with terrorist supporters like Hamas, Diddy, Bin Laden, Adolf Piker, and some of the other most vile streamers on the internet.
Hamas,
you guys already know that after watching the Hassan and Friends saga, of course. But I really hate when idubz fans use that as an excuse, like, oh, you're just mad that he doesn't say slurs anymore. What a way to avoid all criticism. Obviously, nobody gives a single shit about the slurs. It's about being funny and logical and actually just not a complete piece of trash, you know? And I like how this guy kept the idubz format. The voice he did was a character from idubz content cop as well, and the skit is obviously directly from idubz, so it's nice to see someone sort of metaphorically carry the torch.
He just basically defeated him at his own game. He just completely defeated idubz, like in every way. Like if idubz even tries to defend himself against this, he would be sullying himself. He would be sullying himself even more
after the OG idubz tragically passed, basically. Himself. You'll see later on in the video he actually does have some funny segments with posters and stuff. Then he talks about the infamous idubz video where he says that he gained empathy and has a new moral code.
To start, let's look at Ian's video, I Miss the Old idubz, and see what his principles are now that he's above his old edgy content.
I have made some cruel, hurtful content.
Oh yeah?
The content I'm talking about specifically are content cop
is not his content penis that he just released. It's everything but this.
Videos.
Everything but backstabbing your best
friend. And acting as if I am any better than any of these people that I was making.
Oh my god. Oh my god, no way, dude. Is he really fucking doing this? Is he really doing this then?
Content cop videos on, and I'm not. I don't think anyone deserves that level of cruelty or hate. It sounds really pathetic to say at the age of 32 I've acquired empathy.
So instead
empathy,
of
put yourself inside of me.
To not morally grandstand or whatever, you do the same thing, but instead of the use of slurs, you just make a hit piece on your friend of nearly 9 years.
Yeah, it's really odd how idubz claims to be a better person now, but actually just does the same shit, but way worse, backstabbing his friend in the worst way possible. I feel like it's clear that some virus has taken over his mind, whether it's Anissa or politics.
No, my theory is that idubz is like on some ghetto shit from fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, where what we're looking at is just a husk, like the body of idubz, but it's actually being controlled by like some parasite thing, you know?
Hassan's balls in his mouth. Then he talks about idubz's current content and how boring it is.
This was until 2022 after things began to dwindle for him, as his videos went from well thought out comedy videos or goofy bad unboxing videos to ranking playground equipment. To put it simply, this content is boring and genuinely unfunny.
You can get pretty dangerous with swing sets, especially if you're doing it side by side with
swing
another person.
sets. I mean, yeah, the sandbox with the cranes, dude, that was pretty dangerous, dude. You could fling some sand into somebody's eyes, right?
It was very poorly received.
Like, if you really know how to fucking...
apparent that Ian just doesn't get it.
You know, it's like that old saying. You give a pen to a master, and that thing will become a lethal sword. You give a kid who knows how to operate that crane, the crane, dude, that motherfucker can cause havoc, dude. He will destroy your sandcastle. He will completely fuck over any terrain that you've landscaped in that sandbox. You know, matter of fact, he can throw dirt in your eyes, dude. He can throw sand in your eyes.
Yes, it's very easy to call these people unhinged. Another word you can use is disabled. Their brain
that haircut is unhinged.
Yours or mine. For some people, they feel like they have to answer the door.
What is this guy even talking about?
Yes, Ian, responding to someone in public who's talking to you makes you disabled.
Oh my god, what was that? I actually hadn't seen that video. I know that cart narcs are basically like people who confront shoppers who leave their shopping carts in parking lots, and they just kind of don't put it back because they're lazy or something. And I think the goal is to sort of like promote the habit of like putting the carts back, obviously, right? But some people might take it too far or harass people or use it for content or whatever, right? I don't know much about the content itself, but is idubz actually arguing that people are mentally disabled because they can't control their emotions and start a fight when you confront them? I feel like that's the dumbest argument ever.
My man is just literally projecting and he doesn't even realize it, dude. You literally just fucking described yourself. Ethan called you out for 5 seconds because you didn't like defend him, you know, because he thought that you guys were friends. And me personally, you know, I know it's not right to fucking, you know, expect your friends to come and defend you and shit. But then at the same time, if you're only gonna be someone's friends, you know, in the good times, then you're not really their friends. Like, if somebody's fucking with their friend and you don't do anything about it, you just continuously let them get bullied or, you know, harassed or whatever it is, are you really their friend, dude? Or are you just like a fake follower or some shit, or like a fake pretend hater or something, you know? So it's like, I don't know, man. My man's trying to play like dumb for no reason.
I guess Hassan kind of fits that description because he definitely can't control his emotions, as we've seen from my previous video.
The minute that you get called out for that, you instantly make a fucking, like, what is it, like an hour and a half hit piece on your best friend, basically telling him that you don't even want to be his friend unless, like, it's in the good times. And right now, you need, you know, you're basically just using him for the good times, and then when you know the shit hits the fan, you know, get away from him. You don't want nothing to do with him. Like, you're too crazy. You literally weaponize his own mental stability against him, dude. Like, you fucking actual piece of shit. You know how low that is, dude? You know how fucking low that is, man?
Of him melting down. As for content in general, I just don't know what idubz was thinking. He really decided to take like the most successful series ever, guilt trip himself about it, switch to random shit like raiding playground equipment. Like, bro, that is like watching paint dry. I don't know why he picked something like that. And then he just went back to the series anyways, acting like he's changed, but he just didn't. Anyways, then he calls out Frogan.
On October 7th, after Hamas's attack on an Israeli music festival, Frogan tweeted this.
Leftists preach and foam at the mouth at the thought of a revolution happening in America. But as soon as one happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong.
After this quite insensitive tweet, Ethan Klein quietly unfollowed her on Twitter, which caused Frogan to have a giant meltdown. She started tweeting a bunch of shit and crashing out on Discord and went on stream and started throwing shots at Ethan Klein.
If you are so fucking close-minded that you can imagine that the suffering of an Israeli person is valid, then you're lost. And the same goes for Israelis. And again, I say this to them blue in the fucking face.
Bro. It's not wrong to think that a terrorist attack against an innocent group of people is gross, especially while acknowledging the many problems with the Israeli government.
Whoa, watch out, bro. You can't care about human lives equally. Are you kidding me? You're gonna get doxxed by a Hassan fan for saying that. Imagine saying that you should treat human beings equally and care about deaths on both sides and denounce atrocities.
That's just like a thought that has never crossed her mind, dude, because what these type of people, dude, it's literally rules for thee, not for me. Everything that we're saying applies to you guys, but not to us. Like, well, bro, shut the fuck up, dude. Just shut the hell up, dude.
they're committed. All these are obviously very controversial statements to the average Hassan group viewer, right? Because for them, you must dehumanize one side, right? Everything is black and white. There's a winner and a loser, evil and good. Nuance is lost completely, right? Otherwise, how can you ever get away with saying grapes never happened and Hamas is actually doing a good thing and the Houthis kidnapping Filipino seafarers is actually somehow a good thing and you support them? Then he talks about Hassan's political coverage.
To briefly summarize Hassan's content, he's an extreme leftist political streamer with breathtaking boots-on-the-ground coverage.
We did it successfully. We stopped Vladimir Putin from invading Ukraine. Or maybe that was never going to happen. Like I said, it was never going to happen. They'll be like, tomorrow, there's a war tomorrow. There's a war tomorrow. And the tomorrow never comes. And when there's no war tomorrow, they're like, you're lying. You're fucking lying, dude. It's going to happen.
He's also grade A at taking criticism.
I believe you've done a couple videos about how dog shit I am, I think.
Did you watch?
Dude, I'm not taking no dude that claims to be a man. You know, like, to my knowledge, I've never fucking heard anything about Hassan being, you know, bi or nothing like that. So, to my knowledge, I've never seen a fucking, you know, a straight male like this. You know, like, I get the whole painting your nails black and shit or whatever. Like on some Akatsuki shit. But I've never seen a dude fucking with multicolored fucking on some feminine shit. And like, bro, I'm not taking no political opinion from somebody like that, bro. What are you even going on about, bro?
The videos?
No, of course not. I have a policy of not really watching videos such as that one specifically because it will.
Yeah, and I have a policy like I said before. I have a policy of not taking political advice or views from anybody with fucking painted nails like that, bro. And you're not a female. Like what? What's wrong with you, bro? And you're not gay or whatever.
You want to debate about a video you didn't even watch?
Like you, fruity boy.
Yeah, so that was Hassan.
And there's nothing wrong with being fruity boy. I mean fruity boy in the sense, chat, that this guy fucking can't even admit. Like this guy pretends to be a fucking like a woman supporter, a feminist, but then is out here actively denying like fucking grape allegations. Like, okay, dude.
To debate Willie Mac Show, another commentary guy, obviously, because he refuses to touch anyone actually educated on politics, right? And then he admits he didn't even watch the video, which obviously he did. Hassan watches every single critical video about him, and he cries himself to sleep at night. He's watching this video too, silently, you know, dropping a dislike while jacking off with idubz, you know, typing in the comment section with his alt accounts, and absolutely getting destroyed by you guys just ratioing him or something. And Hassan always does this. He likes to pretend he is above any commentary video or any video at all that doesn't agree with him, right? And it's really funny because his argument falls apart every time. How do you know you disagree?
That's exactly what, like, you know, like I was saying before, dude.
Agree with the video if you didn't watch it. How do you know the video is propaganda or cut out of context if you didn't watch it?
Like that's literally like some feminine shit, dude. Like my man's like a closet like homo, dude. Like just come out, bro. Like man be using the most feminine tactics ever, bro. And on top of that, you be fucking painting your nails on some girly shit, bro. Some girly girl shit. Like
to see him squirm, and then he even gets caught like referencing stuff from the video itself, so it just exposes that he was lying the entire time. Then he talks about Bad Empanada and how Hassan flipped his mind.
Bad Empanada is a psychopath that nobody, including Hassan, likes.
I'm never gonna watch a Bad Empanada video on the stream. I'm just letting you guys know. You're out of your mind, okay? You think I want him to write like 700 hours worth of new YouTube essays about how I have wronged him? I don't want that. I don't want that at all, okay? He would perhaps benefit.
Son, you've definitely wronged a lot of people, but I don't think he's one of them.
Tremendously if I did watch his YouTube videos on this channel, but I'm never gonna fucking do that. I have an official blockade on Bad Empanada videos on this broadcast while I'm live. That's number one. And number two, he's not just mean on Twitter. He is a psychopath. He is not just mean on Twitter. He is the most insane person on Twitter.
That is until Bad Empanada started going batshit crazy towards Ethan Klein. Then Hassan and his orbiters started peddling him constantly.
Oh, dude. Okay. Okay, critical support to Bad Empanada has gone up by wide margins now, okay? Oh, dude, Bad Empanada went from bad to good Empanada. Bad Empanada went from bad Empanada to based Empanada.
To a mediocre Empanada.
Hassan is such
an average tasting Empanada.
I feel like if tomorrow Trump came out and said that he hates Ethan Klein, Hassan would next day be the #1 Trump supporter. He'd just be like, oh, well, now I love him. Now I love all his policies. He's just like a flip-flopping hypocrite, man. It's just like, you said Bad Empanada's a psychopath and you can't agree with him and he's a complete like, harassing, crazy person, and now you just support him because he said something you agree with. It's insane. Then he talks about idubz trying to pretend that he doesn't know why Ethan hates him.
Ethan's upset with I think some of our connections.
No, Ian, it's not your connections. It's people you openly call friends. More on this later. But what a cop-out way to phrase this.
We want to stay out of the drama as much as possible. We don't want to pile on.
That's why you made a whole fucking hour and 20 hit piece. And you sound like Meghan Markle and fucking Prince, whatever his name was. Cause it's the worldwide privacy tour. Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's the worldwide privacy tour. Like, motherfucker, the bitch is talking about she wants privacy and she's going on a whole fucking parade and shit. Like a whole world press tour. Like,
oh, is that so?
Obviously, Ethan is rightfully mad that you openly support people that try and take his kids away from him. You criticize him in the worst ways. You're sneak dissing him all over social media, basically just supporting people he disagrees with. You're not slick, idubz. Stop trying to say that you're not in the drama when you plunge right into it. Even now, he'll probably say something like, I was just trying to help Ethan with my content cop video.
Yeah,
I'm not in this whole drama. I'm not on anybody's side.
The content cack.
Moron, man. Then we get to another skit part.
Turns out Detective Washburn is no good. We're looking for a police impersonator. This is Bernie Pegasus.
Hold up, Pegasus mentioned. Let's go. We got another fanboys. Okay, I'm kidding, obviously. Pretty sure that's a coincidence because of like the code name or something. But yeah, just gotta address my haters real quick. Pegasus is peak YouTube. I've been saying it for years. They call it
cinema,
slop, but they can't stop watching, baby. We got concise, lovely, hilarious drama updates. All right, we're killing it. Thank you for the support, by the way. I don't say it enough, but I really appreciate you guys, and we are living the dream. All right, it's fun, it's hilarious, we love it.
Stingray, you come.
Damn, son, where'd you find?
Sir, have you seen the suspect?
No.
Oh my god, we gotta read this. So this is actually a lot of effort for a video. I appreciate this.
That's
Ian idubz Joma. Joma Ian, male Caucasian, height 6'2", weight 162, hair shaved, eyes green,
up.
last known address Hassan Spiker. Male was observed doing Fortnite dances with 2 white people and 1 black man behind wanted suspect Hassan Piker. The suspect exhibited behavior typical of someone who'd profit off of a genocide. Okay. The suspect was also engaging in police impersonation. The suspect left the area shortly after his wife engaged in activities with Hassan Piker. While I assume this is like a watching or something. I wish I could see the whole thing. Suspect was believed to have gone missing after last seen under a bridge, with a man only known to us as the Candy Man. That's Sam Hyde. Suspect is also known to associate with someone.
Oh, chat. Let me go check the fridge.
who's chosen a lifestyle targeted by Deputy Fields. Oh my god, I love this. We need more of this.
No. Yeah, we need more of this.
Calm down, son. It's just a drawing.
I would say that Hassan was very well equipped to talk about that topic.
Yeah, Hassan has the political know-how. The same guy who before this conflict couldn't even locate Yemen on a map.
Doesn't know where Yemen is. Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it.
To his credit, we can't really say if he was actually trolling or not. I will give him that at least.
I think nope.
Hassan was very well equipped.
Nope.
Yeah, so we talked about this last video. Hassan's just a
We'll say it doesn't look good though, bro.
I don't know how anybody would listen to this guy on politics, bro. He is so wrong about everything and claims to be some serious, like, on-the-ground political reporter when he sits on his ass at home.
When they asked you to denounce the crazy shit your former editor was saying, you guys ignored
with them pink nails, my man can't even decide if he's fucking straight or not.
The good guys, and they're saying like, yeah, we strongly disavow things that are said, even about our enemies. We are the most immoral people on the internet. Unlike Ian and Anissa.
I just think it's funny because for a guy who openly supports terrorism and Hamas and fucking on the Houthis and all that shit, you know, if you showed up over there with pink fucking fingernails, I'm pretty sure they would fucking kill you, dude.
Who are fucking keeping to themselves.
What a fucking liar, dude.
But you guys weren't staying silent, dude. You made a tweet joking about the situation. Anissa was out there in Frogan's chat after the whole Twitter incident, and then you went out to make a statement about it on your podcast.
idubz is kind of like that sneaky, disgusting, backstabby friend who pretends they're all about supporting you, like they love to see you win, they're totally on your side. Meanwhile, behind your back, they're talking shit to everybody, actively sabotaging your relationships, sabotaging your opportunities, and just using every chance to make your life worse. And then they try and gaslight you. idubz tried to pretend that he had nothing to do with this drama, as if he wasn't involved, but his tweets and actions obviously showed otherwise, which is why Ethan's actually mad. And the thing is, Ethan was
like, I don't know what you're talking about, and neither do you.
Because look at what you did. Look at who you partnered with. He was 100% correct, suspecting that you are involved in this weird anti-Semitic group. Then he brings up this golden clip of Anissa just defending the Hollow against the Jews.
That's a really hard question, and I think if people are being 100% honest, they'd give you a different answer than what you're expecting. As terrible as the was, obviously it was horrendous, and how disgusting the doctor was that did the experiments on people, gay people, handicaps, twins. I think that's, and obviously they were obviously Jewish, or they did it on Jewish people. They found a couple of really groundbreaking discoveries through that experimentation.
I know it was horrible, guys, but of course Anissa would say something.
What do you expect from a fucking OnlyFans bitch? Like, dead ass. Like, do you actually expect anything smart to come from somebody's brain who thinks, you know, selling their body for money is a good idea? Like, are we really, like, bro? Like, in layman's terms, are we really gonna take an opinion from a fucking prostitute? Like, that's just literally what she is, a glorified prostitute. Like, I'm sorry. If you do OnlyFans, you might not want to hear it, dude, but, you know? Just like how fucking sanitation engineers don't want to hear that they're fucking garbage men. Like, OnlyFans are just fucking glorified, like, either strippers or prostitutes. In some cases, both. Because some bitches, you know, they only show their bodies and shit, but they don't let you fuck, and other ones literally have, like, a page where you can message them and you can pay extra to fuck and shit. Like, it's literally prostitution, dude. Like, any way you hack it. So it's like, I don't know, dude. I'm not really taking a serious opinion from a fucking prostitute, bro. Like,
something like that, right? No wonder this group really loves Hassan so much.
You could fucking hate me for that, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's like asking a meth head, you know, if for their opinion. Like, I don't really care, dude.
Starting to make sense. They were just hiding their true character. All of
this bitch doesn't even know what the fuck she's talking about,
something very sinister and disgusting that I don't even want to go to. Anyways, then he talks about idubz's silence.
Our silence means something.
No, it means that we would like
to pause this relationship until you figure your shit out. and then maybe we can find...
What is that until, dude? There's no until. If you're saying you want to pause the friendship, then you could just go fuck right off. Like, what friendship, dude? There's no friendship here at this point.
A moment in time, I don't know how
A wrinkle in time.
But a moment in time in the future where things are a little bit easier to broach.
You see, it's always that choice of words, and that's that shit that be getting me tight, dude.
Excuse me.
Like, what do you mean when it's easier in time? You mean when it's easy for you, dude? When it's easy because nobody's attacking Ethan, so that means you won't get any hate. So when it's easier for you to be his friend, is what you meant to say, you fucking asshole? Like, dude, we would respect you way more if you just actually came out like a fucking man and just said what you fucking, meant to say. Why don't you take a page from fucking Frogan the Hutt's, journal, or her affirmations to live by, dude. Just fucking double down, Beast! 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 And then don't be fucking shocked when people are looking at you like, weird, weird, weird!
I was just talking to the Silence Through Witchcraft. I didn't hear anything about you wanting to pause the relationship, though. What I heard was that you let Hassan f your girlfriend while you watched. Not sure. Maybe I'm getting a bad read. Hold on.
idubz kind of acting like one of those TikTok girls.
Hold on,
like,
maybe I'm getting a bad read. Hold on.
actually means that you should understand that I wanted Gucci. I can't believe you didn't read my mind and get me that designer bag. You're such a bad boyfriend.
Yeah, like that ass. Like, oh yeah, my silence due to the fact because I have Hassan's cock in my mouth, so I can't talk, so that's why I'm silent. That meant something. So you should have obviously been able to tell that I had fucking, I literally had Hamas Piker diddlers, fucking, throbbing massive mountain mammoth oysters right down my throat, just gargling the gazunka.
That's kind of how idubz sounds right now. My
Straight
silence
hog.
means something, guys. It means you like to sit in the corner in silence and watch, buddy.
This is your emotional dumping ground. It's horrible. This is not what podcasts are. Explaining to the people why.
Yeah, that's rich. Wasn't this your emotional dumping ground, you fucker? This is not an emotional dumping ground. This is supposed to be a content cock, right?
We started this podcast. For me, that's one of the reasons is it's like, oh, I just need to sometimes dump a little bit, and just being like, all right, I'll dump. I think is that's like a satisfying thing for me.
So your podcast is an emotional dumping ground, but when Ethan does it and you don't like what he's dumping about, it's bad.
I'm not tweeting out because I'm not your fucking lapdog.
This guy's actually such an idiot.
Well, by your logic, you just made an hour-long video defending
My man
Hassan
contradicts
and co.
himself
Doesn't that
like
make you
every other
Hassan's
sentence.
lapdog?
Oh, no, not a lapdog. I prefer the term blood-sucking leech. Also, it's just insane how much idubz has just been embarrassed with these hypocritical clips, bro. Like, only I'm
My man is actually a clown, dude.
Actually. Oh my god, dude. I imagine, like, looking at these videos and seeing yourself get destroyed, like,
just
in 50 hypocritical lies, like, back to back and back. Even Hassan,
like just straight anal seepage coming out.
Videos, man. If a normal person gets caught in a lie, you, like, start sweating, you start panicking, and you're like, oh my god, I messed up. Why did I do that? I'll try not to do that again. But these guys just keep going. It's like they're complete sociopaths. They don't care.
Also, you act like Ethan is some sort of anti-Palestinian voice. Like he's got some Ben Shapiro absolute Zionist level takes, when that is absolutely not the case. Believe it or not, you can be pro-Palestinian and anti-terrorist at the same time, and I believe most pro-Palestinian people are.
Whoa. Stop right there. Stop using nuance right now. It's hurting my pea brain. Wait a second. You're telling me I can support victims of a war without supporting terrorists? No, it's not possible. You gathered all 5 cards, all 5 pieces of the puzzle. Exodia. Obliterate. Then he talks about H3's lawsuit. Basically, like Hassan and stuff are saying that you're abusing your rich power to silence people.
According to idubz, demon mode refers to Ethan suing people.
Demon mode.
And this first example is Bad Empanada, aka George, who's already on the run for civil cases as it is. Bad Empanada absolutely deserves a lawsuit. He has knowingly and maliciously slandered Ethan and Hila, has absolutely been harassing Ethan and Hila, has wasted government resources in order to harass Ethan and Hila, and it's certainly easy to prove damages.
3 complaints for 3 people.
You are doing the classic rich asshole thing. You have a deficit of friends.
Here we go.
You have a surplus of enemies. You feel really bad. You feel hurt. But you also have a surplus of money. So what can you do? You can use that money to bully and intimidate people.
No, Ian, person who's wealthy enough to run 2 charity boxing events despite the last one costing you $250,000 in debt that you had no problem paying off and starting a new one this year. Ethan is not a rich asshole for suing people that he feels with good evidence are slandering.
It's like this guy doesn't even hear the words that come out of his fucking mouth sometimes, dude. Oh man. I'm shaking my fucking head, dude. I'm shaking my fucking head, dude.
Bro, if we're gonna look at lawsuits, the first person we need to look at is Hassan. He implied that Asmongold is a PDF file and killed his mom. He said Tectone
like these people are the last fucking motherfuckers that should be talking about a goddamn lawsuit, dude. Like, Hassan should be getting sued up that wazoo right now. Like, he should be getting a class action lawsuit from, like, Twitch streamers for defamation. For how much fucking lies this motherfucker just be saying.
A rapist because of his dad. I feel like this qualify as intentionally false statements because he knows these are not true, but he says it anyways because he knows he can just get away with it.
That's exactly what you get for being filthy rich.
Someone's mad at the internet. Also, you gotta love this frame, right? He's screaming at Ethan for being filthy rich while he's got a gold tooth for fashion, looks like dog shit, and thousands of dollars worth of shitty tattoos. Should try to get a refund on that. Sitting in your basement filled with expensive boxing equipment and an arcade machine
that you never use
on your expensive camera and lav mic. You have nothing to grandstand on, you fucking cowardly, pathetic little.
Wow, idubz is really picking up a lot of tips from Hassan here on being a hypocrite. Like, this last video, Hassan was crashing out over the $6,500 donation by Ethan, calling him rich.
Meanwhile this fucker has not done anything.
Not donating a cent, right? And idubz kind of doing the same shit, like, oh, Ethan, you're so rich. I mean, idubz, you're supposed to be rich. Like, you have 7 million subscribers and OnlyFans girlfriend. You're supposed to be a
And you know what's even more crazy? To put this into perspective, Ethan has a family that he has to take care of. You know, he actually has mouths to feed. Hassan's a fucking fruity boy sitting in his room with nobody to take care of himself, and he still can't, you know, scrounge up a little money to support the very cause that, you know, he keeps fucking being a white knight for. So it's like, I don't know.
Multi-millionaire. I don't know what the hell happened with your money if you're like so bad at planning finances and shit like that that you messed up your career and your life. That's not our fault. But don't worry, I think you'll be fine from the money you raised from the, quote, charity event. And also, I think Hassan will pay you a couple $1 million for the blowies. Then he talks about idubz defending the infamous Hassan clip.
America deserved 9/11, dude. I'm saying it.
Now, to be clear, I knew about all these edgy and controversial jokes at the time we made the show together. Because who am I to judge?
No, Ethan, those aren't jokes, right? When someone makes a controversial statement like that, that's not them trying to be...
This guy's not serious right now, right? This guy's not serious right now, right? This guy's not serious right now, right?
Funny, I can understand why you would conflate the two. That is someone who is extremely frustrated and passionate about a particular topic. In this case, American imperialism and passionate about a particular...
No. What the fuck is happening? He just defended the 9/11 cop. He just defended the 9/11.
Yeah, idubz is so far gone. Like, Ethan even gave you guys a scapegoat, like, oh, it's an edgy joke, but you just admitted that it's not even a joke. You guys legit just love everything terrorist, it seems. Then he talks about the manipulative ending part of idubz's video.
I have challenged some of his most powerful haters to put down the haterade and just say something nice and charitable about him because I think he deserves it.
This is definitely the most manipulative part of the video. Don't f***ing act like you care. This getting Ethan's enemies to say something nice. Like, after all the shit denimstv has done, do you think Ethan really wants to hear, like, the chipper words from denimstv? No.
Yeah, it obviously doesn't change anything. These words don't change what they've done. They don't try to apologize for any of the wrong things they've done. They're just empty words.
Like, they literally are like fucking... Yeah, let's take your kids away. Oops, sorry, I made a fucky wucky. Like, no, dude, what?
It's kind of like stabbing someone in the back and saying, well, you're a pretty good person. I mean, okay, then why do you stab me in the back, you dumb piece of shit?
Being pro-Palestine or making charity events does not absolve you of criticism. And I can't find a person more worthy of criticism than idubz.
All right, pretty solid video. Let's see what people are saying.
Yeah.
This all could have been avoided if Ian just squatted 2 plates below parallel. The fact that some random 20k YouTuber managed to capture the essence of a content cop better than the dude who made content cop is insane. Bits, gags, goofs, gaffs. He may look different, but the content cop is back. This video has made more money for charity than Creator Clash. Repeatedly calling Ian and Anissa's husband is one of my favorite running jokes of the video. I'm sold. Welcome new idubz. Obviously, we're gonna need a couple more videos to decide on that, but
yeah, no, calling this fucker and he says it's definitely well deserved, dude. Like, we shouldn't even say this fucker's name. Oh man, alright.
The H3H3 situation has somehow gotten worse. Local Hassan Orbiter and streamer denimstv has decided to threaten a lawsuit to—
Hold on. Okay, this seems like some tea. Some tea. So let me fucking go heat up a burger. Alright, I'm back, guys.
Ethan. Why? Because Ethan called her out for spreading the lies and misinformation.
'Cause she's a liar!
Kids, which may have potentially led to the CPS call on his kids. And apparently she's now suing him for defamation.
Suing him.
She's
Do you hear that? This bitch can't be real, dude. Yeah, let me incite people to try to take away your kids just because you disagree with me online. Like this, bro. You're not in Britain, bro. And then now that failed and everybody's calling her out for being a stupid bitch, now it's like, oh yeah, let me sue you. Let me sue you because everybody's fucking calling me retarded because I actually am a retard. So I'm gonna sue you for it. Like, yo.
Did a GoFundMe of $150,000 to sue Ethan, and some actual morons have actually donated $30,000 so far.
But it's just because they want to see denimstv titties, dude. It's not because they actually care about this shit.
I don't know what kind of lobotomites are watching and supporting denimstv. Probably like the biggest simps you've ever seen. So we're just gonna go over her lawsuit as well as Ethan's response to the quote defamatory statements. Ethan has also sent her a legal letter in response, which we'll be looking at, and we'll look at some of the skeletons in denimst's closet as well, because she also has a lot that she can be sued for.
Alright, hold on, let me get my shit. Alright, I'm back for reals now.
falsely calls people Nazis, puts bounties on people. It's really glass houses throwing stones here.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's start with this tweet here. Ethan Klein, retract or you may want to replace your lawyer who can't do shit. Despite publicly acknowledging that I've never endorsed and even denounced calling CPS on Ethan, he has continued to spread this malicious lie. And then she's linked ethankleinlie.com, which is a GoFundMe page. We should hold influential creators like this to the same standard we hold anyone else to. I'm gonna do my part. If Ethan Klein doesn't retract his lie...
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Another case of rules for thee, but not for me.
Lies about me, I will look into legal avenues to convince him that he should have. And somehow this actually got 20k likes. Here's what people are saying. Ethan said you promoted the rumor by having bad empanada and talked about it afterwards. I don't think he ever said you directly called them, so defamation wouldn't count. Sue that Jew. That's interesting. I predict that she will regret this, and she definitely will after Ethan dusts her in court and probably countersues her. You defame people daily. You're only suing him because you were in a failed hit piece on him and you pretended to say something nice about him at the end. In other words, you're pathetic. Hope Ethan countersues you until you're dirt as poor. So here we are on her fundraiser page, suing Ethan Klein for defamation legal fund, and apparently only 1,200 people have donated, which have raised this amount. So people are donating like $1,000 here. Ethan lied about me supporting CPS coming to his home. If he doesn't retract, this GoFundMe is for legal fees to hold him responsible for his lies. If he retracts,
you already know there was probably some message attached to those $1,000 that probably said, "Please make an OnlyFans" or some shit.
This GoFundMe will be refunded. Here we got some messages. Wake up, Ethan. Free Palestine. Imagine thinking donating to denims is supporting Palestine in any way. You absolute dumbass freak. I think it's pretty insane how she's...
That's how you know the level of competence of the people donating that money. My man said free Palestine while donating $1,000 to some random retarded bitch who's gonna spend that money on stupid shit and use it to wrongly use and unjustly use the system to try to silence somebody that doesn't agree with her online and is now, you know, fighting back against her. Like, it's like, yo,
it's pretty much suing the victim
can't
of
make
her
this shit
lies.
up.
Like, the timeline we're in is insane, and in my opinion, this might be an insane grift because she's basically crowdfunding for a lawsuit here.
Wow. It's like you could tell that they're all OnlyFans freaks because they're all like $1,000. They're like, what the fuck?
And I feel like nobody's actually going to check her books and look at the receipts if she's actually spending money the right way. Because what if she ends up pocketing all of this money and she ends up just scamming all of her simps who donated? Because I wouldn't be surprised from someone like Denimstv and a Hassan Orbiter. Now, it turns out Ethan actually responded in his recent podcast episode, and he just goes over the whole thing, including the defamatory statements. But he starts off by looking at the GoFundMe.
But anyway, she did a big push. She asked for $150,000, and this dumbass moron loser who nobody gives a f about didn't raise 21%, $30,000. That is not even close enough to sue me. I wish you all the best. And by the way, when she doesn't sue me, I hope that all you suckers that donated to this ask, where's your money? That's all I'm saying.
That's what I was gonna ask you. So first of all, she gave us a letter,
which means
right?
nothing. Yeah.
Which means absolutely nothing.
Now, what is she already like collecting money for?
Exactly. That's why I'm like, you shouldn't. She's already collecting money. Imagine suing your victim. I mean, how despicable does it get?
Yeah, to anybody who donated to this, I really wouldn't trust someone as scummy as Denimstv here, you know? The person who implied that it doesn't even matter if CPS was called on his kids because kids don't form memories at 3 years old, that person is somehow suing. Like, I'm not buying that for a single second.
I don't know who talked her into this shit.
I want to see the receipts where this money is actually going because I wouldn't put it past her to try something. Now, Ethan points out that idubz actually retweeted her fundraiser.
By the way, you guys want to know something really funny? idubz reposted this on Twitter.
Yeah, of course he would.
This guy is such a pathetic moron. He can't keep track of his own bullshit.
Yeah.
He goes, Ethan, suing is for like dumb, rich, out of touch morons. And then his friend sues me preemptively. By the way, I have not filed any legal claims against her.
And she's poor.
and he supports that.
Because
Dude,
she's trying to raise
God,
money.
idubz
So what happens to the whole rich assholes?
Loser, man. I can't stress that enough. Like, what a massive hypocrite. Every 2 seconds, something more hypocritical comes out about him. And Ethan was so right to call him out. He saw that his best friend turned into a complete snake, and it's just clear as day that he completely supports everyone in the Hassan group, right? Even when they're doing these dumb, ridiculous lawsuits. And if she does actually end up going through with this lawsuit, she is 100% getting countersued and getting absolutely dusted in court. There is no way. Ask any lawyer. There is no way she will ever win this. Like, I love how they manipulate their audience. Like, this is not raising money for Palestine. This is raising money for herself for apparently suing Ethan or something, which is not going to result a single cent going to Palestine here. Absolutely insane. Then Ethan says that he absolutely will not be retracting his statements.
No, she says if I retract, it will be refunded. Well, I'm not retracting. I promise you with all my heart that that's not happening. People are actually donating and saying free Palestine. Like, what? Like, how?
This is not going to Palestine.
How deluded have we gotten now, where the snark hole has gotten so far, people think that donating to Denims to sue me is supporting Palestine. Yeah, free Palestine, guys. This is going to help them a lot. They're all... Actually, I heard there's a parade in Denim's honor in Gaza right now for this valiant fundraising to sue me, of course. The words of support from AB and Lena's dog. You don't remember? With the picture of the dog. $25 free Palestine. Why are you doing this, dude?
People are so stupid.
Like, if you want...
Deeply weird people.
Give the money to, like, a charity for Palestine.
Yeah, PCRF or something.
Like, anything but this.
How the f is giving, like, a pathetic waiting room begging shit-tier Twitch streamer $25 to sue me, helping free
That's what I mean, dude. The levels of
I'm
stupid.
actually having an aneurysm.
You're saying free Palestine by giving the money to this stupid bitch when you could actually be giving it to Palestine.
These people just have
you
a
fucking
personal
retards.
vendetta against Ethan, and they really just don't like him. Even in Hassan's fundraising stream, you would see that all the donations had disgusting insults towards Ethan and his wife, right? And this is what I've been talking about the last 10 videos. These people don't give a single shit about the conflict in Gaza, about the lost lives. They are purely self-interested, disgusting, unethical freaks who are using the conflict for their own gain. And what do you know? I was right on the money again. Pegasus is always right. I told you, they just wanted to profit off this drama, and this GoFundMe is the biggest indication of that. And I feel like if you claim you're supporting Palestine and they're giving money to Denims, I hope you go bankrupt, honestly. Like, your level of stupidity should not be allowed in this world. You are, might I say, dangerously stupid. But anyways, then we get to the actual legal message that she sent Ethan.
You published numerous false statements on your YouTube channel. Oh, really? Stating either that Denims herself filed the CPS report, never said that, morons, idiots, losers, pathetic, liars, or that Denims caused others to do so, among our other things you stated. Denims is participating in the CPS lie, not defamatory, literally a totally fair statement.
She is participating in the lie.
100%. Denims endorsed this clearly, as you can see. She's not moderating this at all, and is pretty much 100% of the comments saying call CPS on them, their kids should be taken away. This is actually pathetically moronic that you think this is I can't believe the lawyer even agreed to write this, frankly. This is just humiliating for them.
This honestly looks like it was put together by Mike from PA, like an actual Reddit mod who is just simping for Denims.
Like, I can't believe the lawyer actually fucking said that she had a case.
Streamer name in like a legal document here and not her real name. Is that even like legit? Anyways, how is this defamatory? Denims is participating in the CPS lie. Yeah, I mean, you can literally see her on stream participating in the lie, like straight up spreading misinfo and lies about Ethan's kids, and her entire chat is supporting him. She's not moderating it well, and she even defends the whole CPS thing with the whole children don't form memories argument.
March 11, you repeatedly insinuated that Denims was responsible for CPS call, labeling her the real villain of the video. Yes.
Okay.
I said she's the real villain of the video. I didn't say that she made the call. You also stated she has been a very nasty, pathetic, lying, just a horrible, disgusting person. That is literally protected speech, and I would even add to that. She's a nasty, pathetic liar and a horrible, disgusting person, and also
Yeah, he's allowed to have an opinion.
Streamer, she's talentless. She's a loser.
I just love how Ethan is double, triple downing here, and I hope to God that she actually tries to sue him, because then when she loses, she will actually have to pay Ethan's lawyer fees and potentially get countersued by Ethan as well. And by God's grace, hopefully she loses her career and loses everything, so she can't do this disgusting shit anymore. And honestly, you can probably hear it in my voice, but I'm sick of this Hassan group, bro. Dude, every single one of these people are absolute villains. Like every like, video we're discovering something new about these actual like comic book villains, bro. I've never seen this level of evil in real life here. Then Ethan talks about how it's going to be hard to prove defamation here because her career has actually benefited from this situation.
By the way, her business is really suffering. She's like literally just making money hand over fist. Just got $30,000 from a bunch of suckers.
Yeah, so basically in a defamation case, you actually have to prove damages, right? You have to prove that their statements have hurt your brand or career in some way.
I didn't even think of that.
Her view count has actually only gone up in this whole drama. The perks of being a Hassan orbiter, obviously. Yeah. So the only thing she can actually claim is reputational damage, but even that is going to be a complete long shot because her reputation is already kind of in the dirt. So it's going to be pretty hard to even fight on that front. Then Ethan talks about just how much he's being harassed.
This is the harassment that I'm dealing with. So she's, in my opinion, responsible from what I've seen for that call happening because of her stream that was just insanely irresponsibly broadcast. And instead of apologizing or backing down, now she's threatening to sue me. She's crowdfunding, and these people are
she's not
giving
the brightest
money.
person,
I mean,
man.
What kind of level of harassment and patheticness is this? And then you have Ian and you have idubz retweeting it on Twitter.
Yeah, absolute snake idubz always there to push another knife into Ethan's stomach there, just stab him a little bit more, and then claim you're being empathetic, right? Ultimate level of gaslighting. And just looking at this situation, Ethan cannot catch a break, bro. The CPS call, human skulls at his house, people calling his wife a terrorist baby killer, harassing his staff and employees, now threatening a lawsuit for something he's the victim of. You've got to be kidding me. Now, in response to Denim's legal message, Ethan's lawyer actually sent his own message.
Rather, this is a letter to her attorney to tell him your client is like pathetically dumb and you must be woefully misinformed because this is embarrassing not just for her but for you. It appears your client spoliated evidence. That means erasing evidence, which, by the way, no bueno. She erased her streams as soon as they ended. As you know from watching the March 7th video, my client publicly stated he was exploring litigation against denimstv. Let's pull that up. Timestamped. Wow. If you guys have any other clips of denim saying that our kids, anything about our kids and the dog thing, I would love if you guys can compile that.
Yeah, so what I'm guessing is that she was kind of scared of Ethan's lawsuit, so for some reason she thought it would be better to strike first, but I think that's insanely stupid because he was just thinking about it. He never said he was going to go through with it, right? And now that you've poked the bear, he's definitely going to fight back, and he's definitely going to countersue, right? So you've just put a massive target on your back, right? And I feel like the only reason she would ever get away with this is because she's kind of small fish and clearly doesn't have any money if she's crowdfunding this lawsuit, right? Then Ethan talks about her deleting VODs to hide evidence.
From just, you know, being a toddler, putting a bunch of stuff in his mouth. And other people have noted that he's talked about his dog not being the cleanest dog. Now, it has since come out.
Now, in this video, she appears to be doubling down on the insinuation that my kids are being abused in a filthy shit-ridden house, which is run by, also simultaneously run by maids and nannies. Because if you're destroying evidence, basically what that means is that we get to infer the worst from it, and that's like legal. So if she's destroying evidence, then we can assume that like whatever we want to say bad was what she's destroying. What happened to this channel, man? There used to be content here.
Yeah, dude, what happened, Denim?
Empty. Why would you do
that? This bitch really is acting like the way back.
Does that have anything to do with the fact that I said I was going to sue you? That you erased all your content?
Wow, denimstv is actually brain dead. I can't believe she's actually trying this. Like, if you're gonna sue someone, you gotta have a strong case. And you also
like this bitch can't actually like. Oh man, there's no way this bitch is actually this stupid, dude. Does this bitch not realize that, you know, the internet exists? You know exactly where you uploaded that. You know, other people have that shit. So even if you delete it, we all have it. Or matter of fact, I have that shit, dude. I have like videos stored. in my VODs. Like, if I wanted to, Ethan, man, you need something, dude, hit me up, bro. Hit me the fuck up, dude. I could literally give you the videos. I'll fucking take the time, skim through them, and I'll provide you with the fucking cutouts of her literally saying this shit. Matter of fact, you know, you could use this video too. Oh man, Denim's a fucking idiot, yeah.
Gotta not have skeletons in your closet that you can also be sued for, and deleting evidence is obviously not a good look, right? Yeah. Then Ethan just goes over her stream and some of the stuff she said.
You basically automatically lose because now you're seen as dishonest.
In dog shit, and he has kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog shit, and God forbid, I don't know what they do with it. I don't know if they eat it or if it's just from like contact with it with their hands or something.
This is where Ethan tells a story about his family getting Giardo.
We already have Mold Mondays. Now we have Shit Saturdays.
Also, this is not a joking matter, by the way. It can be very severe and deadly to small children. I mean, much like many other illnesses, it's very, very, very dangerous when infants get the same sicknesses that adults get. Get it as an adult, you're totally fine. You'll be A-okay. No problem. A child, a small infant that has no immune system, shouldn't be catching anything.
No wonder his house is covered in dog shit, and his neglected children raised by nannies have contracted parasites previously unknown to science from the feces. I wonder why he skipped over all of this, because everything that he said, everything that I said in this story, which by the way was apparently compiled by his crew, and he has kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog shit. I don't know if they eat it.
It makes sense why he doesn't care about Palestinian children when he is neglecting his own. How is this happening? How is it happening? No wonder this motherfucker's always sick. Yeah, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense now.
At the same time, she immediately deleted the VOD, and if you go check on Twitch Tracker, all clips were wiped out.
Yeah, I don't know. If you look at the full VOD, I feel like it's very dumb to say she did not at least contribute to the CPS call, right? She was one of the forefronts here, just streaming and spreading this false info, making everybody alarmed and escalating the situation, right? Also, didn't Denim's...
And then keep in mind, she still has the gall, the hoopla, the ovaries to say that, and on top of that, she has the brains to destroy evidence, dude. Like, how much more incriminating do you want to get?
Literally apologized for doing this as well and said that she did it because she's like petty or something.
I'm obviously embarrassed by that clip of me talking about poop. I obviously don't want people to watch it, and you're streaming it for everybody to see.
Sorry?
And it's embarrassing and it's mean-spirited.
Oh, it's embarrassing. It's mean-spirited. It's mean-spirited, but I mean, like, I tried taking your kids away, but, you know, that's mean-spirited what you're doing. Like, what are you even going on about, bro? You're worried about mean-spirited when you almost got this guy's kids taken away? You actual fucking retarded bitch, dude. I hope you get countersued.
It's like, hey, man, I'm sorry. You know what?
Sorry? I'm mean-spirited for showing you
crazy ass day
talking about my kids eating shit. You're the victim of that.
But that's after you called me like a fucking 20 times and like.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Does that justify lying about my children eating dog shit that led to the CPS coming to my house? Are we fucking insane?
You're right. I'm sorry for what I've done to you, but I didn't do it for no reason. I did it because of all this other stuff that you had done first.
Sorry, but that makes her sound even crazier. You don't lie about people's kids and have CPS go to their house because somebody was mean to you. Do you not see how psychotically insane, how warped and broken your brain is? Holy shit, dude.
Now, Froggy Fresh has also responded to the situation.
Froggy Fresh?
Fine, and then he responds saying, then I'm gonna start one against her.
He was just posting Nazi shit. Okay? I don't know how to...
Of course. Whenever somebody fucking disagrees with you, it's always Nazi shit. Shut up, you stupid liberal.
Explain it. I don't know how else to explain it other than he was posting Nazi shit. And I'm going to say it, honestly. I'm going to say, good on them for kicking him from the fight. You shouldn't have spaces that are welcoming to Nazis.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, but you have spaces that are welcoming to fucking terrorists, Hamas supporters, Houthi supporters. Like, shut the fuck up.
I mean, Denims, I don't know. If you're trying to sue people for defamation, you should probably not be out here calling people Nazis without evidence, you know? Now, remember how I told you that she put a 30K bounty on someone's head?
30K to anyone who'll make this dipshit disappear?
Well, that person actually responded. Grum says Denims is threatening to sue Ethan Klein to get him to retract a statement about her getting CPS called on him. Denims put out a 30K bounty on my head and then claimed it was a joke when she got suspended and never apologized. She's not one to talk, let alone sue Ethan over this. Now, the thing is, that one was kind of a double whammy because apparently the FBI contacted Asmongold about that too, because she had Asmongold on screen when she was talking about the 30K bounty. So I don't know, Denims, you're literally making death threats here, so that's definitely something you could be penalized for. Now, Denims responded just quote tweeting saying Grums, just said his name basically. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. I think she's actually just brain dead. Yeah, this is what happens when you have no counter argument. Like, how do you even defend the clip where you're putting a bounty on someone's head, right? Denim says she enjoys people underestimating her Ethan Klein lawsuits due to misogyny.
And to all the people that are trying to explain to me, which I like, oh my god, the misogyny is crazy. It's crazy. I like I said already, I prefer being underestimated.
How is this misogyny, you absolute bumblehead? How is people explaining to you that you're gonna get dusted in court is misogyny? Like, okay, let's have a woman explain to her that she's brain dead. Maybe that will work. Now, Ethan responds a final time.
Don't sue me, Denims. Please. Please don't take the first legal action.
Denims is a giant turd-eating monster who...
Oh, that's funny.
His life... Financial.
She's a glick consumer, a glick goblin.
Actually speaking, I'm going to probably not ruin, but I do want to put her in some. I do want to. I would like to put her into some financial.
Declaring bankruptcy. Why don't you just chill?
What's the proper verbiage on this?
Just
difficult
joking.
day. How about no? See that sounds too bad. I want to put her into a pickle. Be hearing from me more. That's all I can say. Well, I would say I would see you in a court, but I think she's gonna be begging to settle it before then. Free Palestine by donating to me to sue Ethan Klein.
I can't get over how stupid that actually is.
Yeah,
man.
that shit was
like,
actually
people
kind of funny.
think they're helping some war in the Middle East. They think they're freeing Palestine by
donating
to some
to
screamer
fucking
Denims.
random streamer that probably isn't even Palestinian.
You can't make this up. There's just morons everywhere. Anyways, that's it for the updates. Click this video or you...
Oh man, dude. That was some shit. Oh crap. Yeah, we still got more shit to cover. So stay tuned, guys. Anyways, I think that's enough for this video. Hope you guys have a safe one. Peace.